Hi, my name is Pamela Randolph, and I'm a candidate for Sammamish City Council. Today, I'd like to focus on fiscal responsibility. For a community to thrive, it must be fiscally responsible. Just like a family budget, expenses and revenue should balance. It is inconceivable that the city of Sammamish, being one of the wealthiest cities across the nation, is in a position that expenditures exceed revenue in 2023. During a recent presentation by Baker Tilly, an advisory tax and assurance service to the Fiscal Sustainability Task Force, which was authorized by City Council earlier this year, I learned that the ongoing structural deficit begins in 2023 and grows to 23 million by 2034 without corrective action. General reserves fall at or below the recommended reserve goal of 25% of operating expenditures by 2028. Reserves fall below the Council's minimum reserve goal of 10% revenues in 2029. Reserves would be completely depleted by 2029 without corrective action. And none of this includes additional funding for capital expenditures. This paints a bleak situation. But I want to call to your attention the first point. The ongoing structural deficit begins in 2023 and grows to 23 million in less than 10 years without corrective action. So what corrective action is needed? I know in my household budget, if I have a deficit, I reduce spending or I look for ways to optimize my resources and reduce expenses. However, the current City Council's approach appears to be focused on raising revenue in lieu of evaluating expenses and seeking opportunities for savings. This approach translates into increased taxes and fees due to the need to cost shift. In other words, a tax increase. Many residents I have spoken with are at their breaking point and cannot afford tax increases of any kind. Unfortunately, a majority of members of the council have approved increases in spending beyond revenue. This increased spending is a result of hiring additional staff, ineffective and costly management practices, and the fact that many of our core city services are contracted out. I don't want to imply that all contracted services are bad or not effective. In fact, in many cases they are. But I believe a thorough evaluation of all contracted and professional services should be conducted in order to identify reductions and potential savings. As a future member of the City Council, I will work to ensure a balanced budget that is based on revenue and work to increase the emergency reserve fund to save for unexpected expenses and for capital needs. I will be a conscientious steward of the City of Sammamish's resources as I have demonstrated in my years of public service. My name is Pamela Randolph, and I am a candidate for Sammamish City Council. I invite you to evaluate my experience and relevant skills as it pertains to this position. My website is electpamelarandolph.com, and I look forward to your vote in the upcoming election. Thank you.